Albert DeSalvo was born in 1931 in Chelsea, Massachusetts. He grew up in a troubled household with violence and neglect shaping his childhood. As a teenager, he began committing petty crimes like shoplifting and burglary. By the time he reached adulthood, DeSalvo had already served time for assault and other offenses. But behind the small crimes, something darker was growing. In the early 1960s, Boston was gripped by fear. Women across the city were being murdered in their own homes. The press called him the Boston Strangler. Between 1962 and 1964, 13 women were killed. The victims ranged in age from 19 to 85. All were strangled, many sexually assaulted. The city lived in panic, doors locked tight, neighbors suspicious of one another. DeSalvo was eventually arrested, but not for murder. He was caught on unrelated charges of breaking and entering and assault. During questioning, he confessed to being the Boston Strangler. His descriptions of the murders were chillingly accurate. But doubts remained. There was no physical evidence linking him to all the killings. Some investigators believed multiple killers could have been involved. Despite this, DeSalvo was never tried for the Strangler murders. Instead, he was sentenced to life in prison on other serious charges. In 1973, he was stabbed to death in prison under mysterious circumstances. Years later, advances in DNA testing revealed shocking news. In 2013, DNA from one of the crime scenes was matched to DeSalvo. This confirmed he was responsible for at least one of the Boston Strangler murders. But questions still remain. Was DeSalvo truly the lone Boston Strangler? Or did his confession cover for other killers still unknown? The mystery lingers to this day. Albert DeSalvo remains one of America's most infamous figures. A man whose crimes, confessions, and death left behind more questions than answers.